Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video? What's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is a painting video, but the model or models in question are voted on by you guys, my viewers, from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A. In that video, I show you a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for this Monday's painting video. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, straight off the bat, before you would have seen what's already won the vote by the thumbnail. But I just want to say, today's Monday. I'm starting to paint this guy. He's all prepped, ready to go, and it's not a difficult paint job. But I have a sick child in the house, so I'm literally coming out to do 20 minutes, half an hour, then go back to the house, and come back out, do a little bit more, then just, when I go back into the house, I'll probably be in there for 10-15 minutes, make sure she's okay and everything else. And I need to watch times to when to give her cowpole and stuff like that. With that said, I'm looking at this model, I don't think it's going to take me that long to paint, but getting it painted and edited, I may not be able to get it edited until the Tuesday. So if it goes up on Tuesday, I do apologise, guys, but I need to make sure that my little one's okay every so often, and I don't want to put myself under pressure trying to do that and trying to take care of her at the same time. So you would have seen from the thumbnail that it was the Genestealer Cult Primus that won the vote. Now there was three votes cast for any Genestealer Cult model. And there's only two in there, which was the Primus and the Neophyte hybrids, which are these guys. There's 10 of these. And then there was one vote cast for this man. So he gets 4 votes in total, and they only get 3. So that's why he won the vote. I'm going to run you through my wet palette. I have some corn red, even though in this light it looks orange, but corn red, lead belcher, some white scars, and some screaming skull. Very simple palette, because I don't foresee there being, there's detail in this model, but it's not over the top detail. So I'm going to start with corn red first of all. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and paint his cloak, because he's got an amazing cloak, and I give that a pink coat of corn red, because I think corn red is an absolutely amazing red base colour. Some people go with Mephiston red, but I do think corn red is the better one. So I'm going to go off camera and do the rest. Right, so next I'm going to come in with some white scars. I'm going to get all the fleshy areas of him. So his big bald head. His arms are all really weird because there's bits of armour on some of them, bits, and then just the rest of his exposed skin. So I'm just going to get those. And his claw arm as well. Again, that's armour and then exposed claw. So I'm going to go off camera, get the rest of that done, come back to you again. So here we are. Such a simple model. Now I'm going to come in with some lead belcher. Now I'm not going to go crazy and paint all the armour silver and everything else. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. On his body here, he has little ridges. I'm going to just paint in silver. There's a few pipes that hang off of him. I'm going to paint his chest piece silver as well, because I'm going to come in and give that a nice little wash. Paint his blade. See how I'm just sort of brushing that on like that? Gives you a nice little silvery worn effect. I'm going to paint his gun. I believe this is called a Stinger. I believe it's called. I might be wrong now. any Genestealer cult players there, you know what it's called, just drop a comment below, let me know. And you get the bits on his arms just because they'll break up a little bit more when they start applying the proper skin tone that I want to go for. I'm going to go off and do the rest of him. Right, so very subtle silver, nothing too tasty. I'm now going to come in with some Rhinoxide. He's got a leather belt and the leather pouch. I'm going to paint those in. I should actually put them on a painting handle. I think that would be better, but you know, I forget these things until last minute. Right, taking a little bit of Retributor arm onto the wet palette because I noticed he's got a little Genestealer cult symbol there. Let's break up a little bit of this silver as well. And I painted the inside of that light silver. Now what I'm going to do is just chuck a little bit of gold on there. That gives me like a nice little light effect. Paint the middle part of his helmet just to break that up really well. It's looking actually quite nice already. You could actually run that as battle ready already. Just those simple few colours, and there's what is it, 7 minutes of footage. So you're probably talking maybe about 15 minutes of me painting him so far. Very simple. Well, he can go beyond battle ready standard. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in a wash, if I can find it, because I had it out, because there it is. I was painting something else. I'm not going to show you what I'm painting, but I'm going to give you a little sneaky peeky. This is me trying to bring it in slowly without. There is a little sneaky peeky of what I'm painting. Some people say, what the hell was that? I don't know what that is. Trust me, I wanted to have that ready for Tuesday, but because I didn't want to sick it, probably end up being maybe a Thursday video going up. Anyway, I'm coming with Druky Violet. I'm going to shade all of the skin areas with Druky Violet to give him that proper Genestealer look. His hand is going to get done as well. I'm going to leave his claws. So I want to get his claws with different colour. Sorry, I just wandered off camera there. As you have the camera set up in the best possible angle for the model that I just showed you a sneaky peeky of. And I can't, if I mess with it and start moving it, then it's going to be a pain in the backside when I come back to start working on it. So here we are so far. You can see with that screaming skull on his head, he's got his little ridge plate in the middle of his forehead. With the shade, the Druchii Violet shade over the top, that's starting to be very prominent now, which is very nice. There's a bit of the back that I missed. So I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute, and then come back for the next colour. Right, so now I'm going to come in with some white scars, and I'm going to get these claws to make them really stand out. Now, white scars is the lead paint, so it will go on really bright and then dull itself down. Now, I was thinking about some skeleton horde over the top of this, but I don't need to. I think just having the claws really white will make it really stand out. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to just run a little bit over the ridges to make them really pop off. Again, that looks really bright, but it will dull itself down. Chuck a little bit of white into the gun. A little bit over the armour pieces. I know that from Gaz it makes it look like a sort of worn piece of armour. Just going to run a little bit along the edge of this box on the back of him. Right, now I'm going to just run a little bit along the leather, give it a used worn effect. This model is actually, that's how simple this guy is to paint. There's only two more things I'm going to do. Like I said just before I put the wash on, you could use them as about ready then, but even now he is about ready standard. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in with some Talizar Blue contrast paint. Okay, I don't need a lot of this, just need a tiniest little dribble, because he has some gems on his sword which I want to just pick out. Just to give it a different type of edge. I'm going to drop a little bit into that white, then put onto the gun, just to really give it a different little look. And there's only one more colour I'm going to use. Right, I've chucked some Wild Rider Red onto the wet palette. I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to really water this down. I want it more like a wash than anything else. Now bear in mind it's a layer paint anyway, so it will go and brighten and dull itself down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some, because he has little engravings along the bottom of the cloak here, I'm going to run it along the bottom of the cloak. Now some people are going to go, oh wait, it's not really like that. It will go on bright, dull itself down. Get these little ridges as well in the cloak. And because it's watered down, it won't take long to dry at all. there is the engraving there along the cloak. That's what I want to get. Now that won't take long to dry. What I need to do is just get the bottom part of that. There's an engraving on this side. There's not really, no. And voila. No, it could come with some white scars across that little ridge on his face there. I don't think I need it, in all honesty. I think the metal looks good. The claw looks really prominent. Gem looks nice. Gun looks nice. I think this is actually a very cool model. It's very, this was a 15 minutes worth of footage. You're probably talking maybe half an hour to paint him. That's actually, I think that was actually quicker to paint him than it was to build him, to clean and build him. Anyway, I'm happy with that. I'm going to bring you down and show you some pretty pictures. But like I said, I aim to have this up on today, Monday. But if I'm not able to because of, little one's sick and she needs my attention more, then they go up on Tuesday morning. So it's not, I do apologise if that happens. But guys, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. And for everyone that voted last weekly Wednesday, massive thank you to all of you guys, because I love it when you guys vote, and it's really nice and really interesting to see what you want me to paint. If you everyone smash the thumbs up button, sorry, so share, so YouTube triggers YouTube share this video on more and more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. And if you have any comments or suggestions about this model and the way I painted it, chuck it below as always, guys. Until next time, take it easy.